18. Strange and true facts about Leave It to Beaver. For many viewers, Leave It to Beaver represents the warm, idealized heart of 1950s America. But behind the calm suburban streets and polite dinner table lessons were moments of real hardship, surprising firsts, and deeply human stories. Here are some of the most fascinating little-known facts about the show and its stars. 1. The most expensive episode nearly broke the budget. The 1961 episode, In the Soup, where Beaver gets stuck in a giant billboard soup bowl, required two massive sets, one outdoors, one on stage. Cost: nearly $40,000 to $50,000, far above the usual per-episode budget. Afterward, producers had to scale back future episodes to recover financially. 2. Beaver's classmate left because puberty became unbearable. Jerry Weil, Judy Hensler, later revealed she quit voluntarily after being asked to bind her chest with ace bandages and enduring humiliating moments on set during her first period. She wasn't fired. She walked away. 3. Ward Cleaver's actor carried private tragedy. Behind Ward Cleaver's gentle smile, Hugh Beaumont endured devastating loss when his mother-in-law died and his young son was seriously injured in a car accident during the show's run. Cast members said he never fully recovered emotionally. 4. Larry Mondello vanished without explanation. Rusty Stevens, Larry Mondello, disappeared after season 3. The real reasons: his family moved away, and his mother was reportedly difficult on set. He was quietly replaced by Gilbert Bates. 5. Jerry Mathers and Tony Dow were brothers in real life. Emotionally, Jerry Mathers and Tony Dow stayed close for life, touring together decades later and often calling each other brothers, even though Jerry was actually older in real life. 6. The kids weren't allowed to watch their own show. Producers instructed parents to keep Jerry and Tony from seeing episodes so they wouldn't get big heads. Ironically, Tony Dow admitted years later he still hadn't watched every episode he starred in. 7. It showed America's first toilet. The 1957 episode Captain Jack made TV history by showing a toilet tank, not the bowl. Networks initially refused, but finally allowed just the tank and handle. It was revolutionary at the time. 8. Tony Dow was a junior Olympic diving champion before acting. Our Dow held records in youth diving and dreamed of the Olympics. One casual audition changed his life forever. 9. The boys aged in real time. Unlike most sitcoms, Beaver and Wally actually grew up on screen, moving naturally from elementary school to high school over 6 seasons. One reason the show felt so authentic. 10. Jerry Mathers was not on I Love Lucy. Despite decades of rumors, Jerry confirmed he never appeared on I Love Lucy. The child people point to was played by twins, Joseph and Michael Mayer. 11. Beaver landed the role wearing a Boy Scout uniform. Jerry Mathers auditioned in his scout outfit because he had a troop meeting afterward. That sincerity sealed the deal. June 12th. Cleaver's pearls hit a physical flaw. Barbara Billingsley wore pearls to conceal a small indentation in her neck that cast shadows on camera, and they became iconic and mandatory. She also wore high heels so she wouldn't look shorter than her growing sons. 13. Nobody knows where Mayfield really is. Clues point to Wisconsin, Ohio, and Illinois, but producers deliberately kept it vague so any American family could see themselves in the Cleavers. 14. Most of the cast reunited in the 1983 sequel, The New Leave It to Beaver, brought back Jerry Mathers, Tony Dow, Barbara Billingsley, Ken Osmond, and others. Hugh Beaumont had passed away just 1 year earlier. The premiere was dedicated to him. 15. Jokes were cut if they were too funny. If a line made the crew laugh too hard, it was removed. The goal was gentle realism, not loud sitcom punchlines. 16. Tony Dow had never acted before. He simply showed up to an open audition and walked out as Wally Cleaver. Shirchi. The show ended because Jerry Mathers chose school ratings were still strong in 1963, but Jerry wanted to focus on junior high. Producers agreed. No Beaver, no show. 18. Barbara Billingsley was typecast until Airplane. After years of playing the perfect mom, She reinvented herself with her hilarious jive-talking scene in Airplane. 19. The finale was a scrapbook of memories, family scrapbook, used flashbacks to celebrate 6 seasons, and finally explained Beaver's nickname. 20. Hugh Beaumont directed 23 episodes beyond playing Ward. Beaumont shaped many of the show's most touching moments from behind the camera, including the series finale. Why it still matters. Leave It to Beaver looked simple, but it quietly pioneered realism in family TV, let its kids grow up naturally, and showed America that parents don't have to be perfect to be loving. That's why it still resonates.